Hi, Kelly Eckholt here to update you with the key events of the week. So the premier event this week was the Reserve Bank's October monetary policy review. We expected that the Reserve Bank would leave rates unhold at 5.5%, and that's exactly what happened. But what was of more interest was what the Reserve Bank was going to say about the outlook for interest rates going forward, and in particular whether we would see signs that they were going to increase the interest rates next month in line with some of the stronger data that we've seen in recent weeks. As it turned out, we didn't get that sort of signal. Rather, the Reserve Bank communicated that they were comfortable with the OCR at 5.5% and would leave it there for potentially a protracted period of time to restrain inflation pressures. We're not so sure about that. We still think that the OCR is going to need to increase, and that will increase to 5.75 in the November MPS. And we'll be watching the data over the next 6 weeks or so to see about the probability of that occurring. But nevertheless, we have still been looking at our longer term interest rate forecasts. And in particular, we've been impounding the idea that the Reserve Bank have this preference to leave the OCR at current levels for a potentially protracted period of time, as opposed to potentially doing more sooner, which might allow for easing sooner. The upshot of this is that we now no longer see prospects for a reduction in the OCR in 2024. Rather, we think that reduction is going to have to wait until 2025, be reasonably gradual, perhaps in the order of 25 basis points a quarter, until interest rates bottom out closer to 4% in 2026 and beyond. This profile is consistent with the significant increase in long-term interest rates that we've seen in recent weeks. Hence, we think those trends are here to stay with us for the foreseeable future. I'll update you again next week.